Hello everyone, my name is AP the Weird One, and we are back with episode 8 of I'm marrying the girl that I hate the most in my class. And this episode was amazing. It is an 10 out of 10 episode. There are some differences between the manga, which we'll get into, but overall it is great. It is a fantastic episode. Maho Sakamori, Akane's little sister, is an absolute delight. I gotta give props. Kaori Maeda made this performance. She is fantastic. Her delivery was super good. High energy. She definitely gave off the little sister, but also like horny sister as well, like the sexual sister, and the being super powerful. She did an amazing job. I absolutely loved it. It was so good. Like her portrayal of Maho was on point. I just absolutely loved it. It was so good. The moment she was on screen till the end of the episode, till the last performance was chef's kiss. I absolutely loved it. It was so good. So let's talk about our character. So little sister Maho comes home. She knows that her big sister is gotten married to Sato, and she's come to basically remedy the situation. Her first, when I first read the manga, I didn't understand her. Yes, a bit, and I read a little bit quickly. I thought she was a bit of a jerk, like she was not a good character. But then watching this episode, and then I realized what she was after. Her going on a date with Sato was intentionally to figure out who he was as a person. Like, okay, is this person a good match for my sister? Can I be a mirror to him, as a manner of speaking, as she would say? So she was trying to figure him out. She didn't call her sister because she didn't want to worry him, and she wanted to see what the kind of guy he was. And Sato did prove to be a good guy, but she come to the conclusion that she's not right for her sister. And you gotta give props for Maho, because she was a sick child. Her sister wants to become a doctor to make sure, cure people like her and to repay her parents for all the hard work they've done. And she realizes that their grandparents are absolute dick beaters in making them do this marriage. So I gotta use the language, but she understands that they're a piece of POSs. How dare they hold Akane from becoming a doctor after all she's been through with her sister and her parents? It's absolutely disgusting. They're living out their fucking fantasies. And she understands that. And they eventually get home, they're after the little date, and she's happy to see her. It's like, and she kind of figures out they're going on, like, if you hold hands, if you kissed, if you had sex or anything. She's doing her investigation. She's got to figure things out. And it just all makes sense. You have to understand Maho she loves her sister and wants to do the best for her. And she's also trying to figure out what kind of person Sato is as well. Is he a pervert and all that kind of stuff? And maybe he's a little bit pervert if he takes her on, but we'll keep talking. So they continue their shenanigans. It's time for dinner, and we have the scene that's in the manga is way better, but Akane asks, like, we're gonna have porridge for dinner, and she is not happy about it. She's been fed porridge throughout the rest of her all life, and she's just sick of it. And in the manga, when she hears that, when Sato hears this, she's like, well, man, it'd be nice to have porridge because of all the burgers. And she gets her to she kind of gets mad at Maho for being eating junk food and everything. Like, burgers are not good for you. And it's like, so I felt the comedy was a little bit better, but Sato was actually being a little bit nicer. Like, why do you not like it? Like, I was fed it most of my life. It's like, and this part is absolutely great. I mean, the comedy may have changed, but her voice goes a little bit robotic in this moment. It's just absolutely great. Now, as dinner's getting made, Kane opens the fridge up, and Shisei comes out. She's been there from the beginning. She was there from the beginning. She's recognized her as a threat, trying to get her away. She overpowers her. Like she can't handle her. And they basically have a little sister match to see who's the better little sister. Now, Shisei once, but the point, they went a little bit extra mile, and they made this gigantic battle scene for them to duel. I'm like, oh my god, they went out of their way, and it was, the duel was excellent. Maho was just being a little too horny. She's never been around the guy, so she's acting way too perverted. He gives her 0 points. Like, that's, no, that's not a little sister acts. And Shisei does her performance, best gif, and she gets 100 points, which kind of confirms her that if he'd given her 100 points, he's like, oh, this guy's a pervert. But no, he understands what it means to be a little sister. She cries, but she's fine. Like, I can be Akane's little sister. It's okay. And following dinner, Maho and Akane are having a conversation. It's like, why don't you let me marry Sato? I can see that you two are incompatible with each other. You haven't done anything wrong. You haven't done anything perverted or anything. When we were together, we hit it off. And it's like, let me do it. And she didn't do the guilt trip or anything. And it's also the same in the manga. She doesn't try guilt trip her. He's like, let me do it. You two are incompatible. You get to be your doctorate, and you're going to be with a guy, be away from the guy that you obviously don't like. And she hasn't been around there long enough to know that she does have feelings for her, but the fact that her little sister being willing to do it, like, kind of repay the kindness, whatever, and without necessarily saying it, very, very excellent. Anyway, she goes away and like, all right, I'll go talk to him. She gets in the bath. Now, the bath scene in the manga is a little bit spicier. Let's get real. They do have a little bit of clouds, but yeah, it's a little bit spicy. I mean, you obviously don't see anything, but it is spicy in the manga. The anime, I have seen that the anime is going to decloud some stuff, so when she makes her appearance, she'll be a little bit declouded. But the manga is just really nice with this artistic expression. So she does that. And it kind of continues to get a little bit spicier, but there is a bit of a change. So she says, when he sees that she's there, it's like, I'm going to get out. It's like, if you try to escape, I'll tell Big Sister. Now, what's interesting in the anime, Sato's like, no, Akane will believe me. She's not going to believe you. He actually stands up for himself and believes that Akane would be intelligent and recognize that she would believe him. She knows that that's not what kind of person he is. She's been around him. Regardless of the fact they still end up taking a bath together. The difference in the manga, though, is Akane, Maho makes herself prevalent. She shows herself right in front of him. They sit face to face, and he gets his. You can see a little bit of feet here in the scene, and he even presses against her boobs against his chest, which it does happen in the. Anime, but it's like against her back, and it's still very sexual. Like, it's like, why don't you marry me? I'll be your mirror of desires. I'll be the wife that you always wanted. And it's the delivery by Kaori is excellent. Just how she sneaks her ways in his heart, her inflections, the wording, everything. It's done so beautifully. Yeah, the manga is a little bit spicier, but just the acting by Kaori in this episode, it makes the anime superior, in my opinion. And the sexual tension and everything is still there, just from a different perspective. But he can't handle it. He's like, I gotta get out of the water. I gotta think about this. And he goes back to the bedroom and he doesn't tell Akane what happened, but he's like, yeah, your sister's been. I'm just worn out from your little sister and everything. And they do talk a little bit about breaking up. And he kind of comes to himself like the very end. It's like, wait a minute, what do I want? He kind of has a moment of reflection, like, whoa. He doesn't know what he wants. Akane is clearly, like, she doesn't know if she wants this to happen. So, despite Maho having the best attention, like, there's a inner struggle between the two of them that, yeah, maybe we do like each other. Maybe we want this to continue to happen. It's been an interesting dynamic, and to see where it goes in the next episode. In terms of manga, it covers chapters 24, 25, and just a little bit of 26, so we will be kicking off the next episode with the rest of 26 and possibly going to 27. From what I'm seeing, the anime is going to go past where it is available in the manga for me, although I'll check other websites. I mean, there's like 6 volumes, so I should be good in terms of coverage. I might go back on the Japanese site and look to see how far, because I know the manga has 6 volumes, but I'm not sure how many chapters are in the 6 volumes. But yeah, this episode, absolutely fantastic. I absolutely loved it. Maho was an absolute delight. Kaori, your voice actor, nails the performance so well, and they went a little bit above and beyond. Yes, there is more spiciness in the manga, and the manga is absolutely beautiful, to say the least. But you gotta appreciate the anime did a really good job making, like, they had the little battle scene, the little extra comedy with the porridge aspect, and just being in the bath and everything. It was still spicy nonetheless, and the voice acting really carries it. So it sucks about the censorship, but at the same time, I don't know. I loved the performance, and I loved this episode. It was just so well executed. I've done enough rambling. I'll see you guys next time for episode 9. I've got to do my research, but yeah, I love this episode. You guys definitely watch it. All right, have a good day. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But more above and beyond, have a good day and have a good weekend.